Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. It's time for some announcements. We have Radiance's May lineup here, where we have 4 Radiance titles and a little surprise extra from them. So let's dive in, have a look at these announcements. So first up, we have Jeanne la Pucelle, directed by Jacques Rivette. I wonder what the runtime for this thing is. 15th century France, tasked by visions of saints to help free her country from the English, a young peasant girl leaves her humble home to meet the heir to the French throne. Determined to lead his troops into battle, she ends the siege on the city of Orleans and accompanies the triumphant king to his coronation and reign. Injured during the subsequent battles, she is soon captured by the enemy, who put her faith on trial. A mythical figure of Joan of Arc comes to vivid life in this grounding and moving adaptation by Jacques Rivette. An epic 2-part portrayal. 2 parts. This is long. I can just tell that it's long. We've got a 4K restoration of each film from the original negatives, presented on 2 discs. 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio, interview with the co-writer Pascal Bonitzer, archival interview with Jacques Rivette, interview with critic and author Beatrice Loiza, French theatrical trailers, new improved English subtitles, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet, and it's limited to 3,000 copies. Add all 4 of the May releases to receive 10% off. Wow. I mean, this is going to be epic. Rivette does not do short movies. It's going to be long. Am I interested? Yeah. This seems like a more narrative-based story. I am interested to see how he tackles this kind of work. I'm interested. Next, we have Aesthetics of a Bullet by director Sadao Nakajima. A yakuza gang selects a good-for-nothing street vendor to stir up trouble in enemy territory with a flashy suit, a gun, and a pocket full of money. He feels like a king, but when trouble comes knocking, he realizes that waving a gun and pulling the trigger are 2 very different things. After the major studios refused to finance it, director Sadao Nakajima took his project to a new wave bastion, the Art Theatre Guild, with a deeply immersive performance by Shuniko Watase that predates De Niro's indelible turn as Travel Bickle and Scorsese's Taxi Driver by 3 years. Aesthetics of a Bullet is a lost gem of 70s Japanese cinema, ripe for rediscovery. We have a high-def digital transfer, uncompressed mono PCM audio, newly filmed appreciation by filmmaker Robert Schwentke, new interview with filmmaker Kazuyoshi Komakiri, archival interview with Sadao Nakajima, trailer, improvised English subtitle translation, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet, limited to 3,000 copies. Yeah, this sounds really great. I mean, I love the kind of yakuza genre anyway. This sounds a little bit different, a kind of different flavour of that, which is something that, yeah, does interest me a fair bit. Next, we have Le Professionnel. When his orders to kill an African president change at the last minute, French secret agent Jocelyn Beaumont isn't recalled but betrayed by his superiors, who denounce him to the enemy as an assassin. After 2 arduous years in a foreign jail, Joss escapes back to his homeland with vengeance on his mind. Determined to carry out his original mission, he lets his former boss know of his plans, using his spying skills to taunt them and evade the brutal Commissioner Rosen. This French classic marked a high point in Belmondo's action career. his spectacular stunts and brawny charm underlined by Ennio Morricone's iconic theme, Chai Me. Sold. I mean, there's nothing about that doesn't just grab me. We get a high-def digital transfer, uncompressed dual mono PCM audio, new interview with critic and author Jeanette de Vincendieu about Jean-Paul Belmondo's stardom, new interview with film score expert Lovely John about Ennio Morricone's iconic theme, Chai Me, archival television interview with John Paul Belmondo, archival television interview with René Chateau, Belmondo's agent, producer and associate, audio commentary by Howard S. Berger, Steve Mitchell and Nathaniel Thompson, the French theatrical trailer, new improved English subtitle translation, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet, and it's limited to 3,000 copies. So, yeah, that's an easy one for me. That just everything about that is in my wheelhouse. It sounds fantastic. I'm going to love it. That's going to be probably the first one that I throw on out of this set. Next up, we have Brian De Palma in 4K with Hi Mom. Aspiring adult filmmaker John Rubin returns from a tour of Vietnam and, armed with his film camera, attempts to find meaning and inspiration in the counterculture of New York in the 70s. Rubin graduates from surreptitiously filming his neighbours to joining a militant black experimental theatre group before flirting with full-scale domestic terrorism in this hilariously madcap satire that has still retained its outrageous power to shock 50 years after initially stunning American audiences. Making its world premiere on 4K, Hi Mom is a vital work of this early new Hollywood and a key work in the career of Brian De Palma. We've got a new 4K restoration from the original camera negative, 4K and Blu-ray presentation, feature the world premiere on 4K, uncompressed mono audio, audio commentary by Travis Woods, interview with critic Ellen E. Jones, Dionysus in 1969, an experimental theatre production of Euripides, filmed by Brian De Palma. That's interesting. Archival interview with the co-writer, trailer, English subtitle, deaf of hard of hearing, subtitle track, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet, and it's limited to 5,000 copies. I know this was previously released, I believe, on a Arrow set of some sort. I never saw it. I do enjoy De Palma's work. I'm interested to give it a shot. And finally, this month we have Taxidermia from Chasm. Chasm Films is a label dedicated to curating a catalogue of underseen, underappreciated and underground world genre cinema. In Hungary during World War II, Vendel indulges in his outlandish sexual fantasies while stationed in an isolated military outpost. Decades later, his illegitimate child, Kalman, has become a professional speed eater who dreams of consuming his way to fame and fortune. Instead, he grows old and immobile, cared for by his son, Ladrowski, a taxidermist determined to leave behind a great work of art when he dies. Written and directed by perhaps Hungary's greatest working filmmaker, Jorge Palace, Taxidermia blends body horror, black comedy, and astonishing aesthetic beauty to paint a fascinating portrait of Hungary from the 40s to the 21st century. Sounds weird, nod. We've got a world Blu-ray premiere, high-def digital transfer, new interview with the director, new audio commentary with Michael Brook, the making of Taxidermia, Shaman versus Icarus, and The Fish, two short films by Georgi Palace, Erdo, a music video by Hollywoodo, presented in original and director's cut versions, Gezi Zlonsky's art book, extensive image gallery of the work of the art designer, deleted scenes, trailer, new improved English subtitles, limited to 3,000 copies. I'm not 100% sold on that one. For me, this month is probably all about Le Professionnel, Hi Mom, aesthetics of a bullet. Yeah, are the three that I'm eager to get to. Jeanne la Pucelle, I will watch because I find Rivette stuff really interesting. I just know it's going to be long. It's an endeavour. Interesting announcements yet again. I would love to know what you're picking up. What really speaks to you? What have you seen that you can talk to me about? Tell me a little bit about the film. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below, links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.